The second episode of Heavenly Delusions is out as it showcases some more of its brilliant and stunning animation, with once again some of the most brilliant people in the entire industry. I really do hope that the series can maintain this quality of animation through and through, but considering the fact that we have statements that the production is almost done for this show, we don't really have much to worry about. The only thing we have to worry about is this lady who seems to be a cut above the rest. The episode opens up with some pretty nice character acting. I love the care that was taken in with some of these movements here. For example, the girl that jumps into the tree. I love how she actually squats out of frame before jumping to the top of the screen, as Tokyo's body struggles to keep up. This is also shown by the camera as it lingers down before slowly panning upward, showing how Tokyo and therefore the audience are unable to keep up with their movements. I also love how when they move, the shadows also move accordingly, showing the great attention to detail. I also love a lot of these faraway shots with the hypothetical camera. Extremely cinematic. Also, did he just get sent nudes? Don't think I was gonna let that slide. Now we're back at the main cast from the previous episode. I really do love some of these shots. She reaches for her gun in a first-person perspective, then the shot quickly pans and we're to the back of her head. The animation of the lady being outside is pretty standard. I love how when the light of the flashlight gets closer to her, her shadow slowly gets smaller. Another really good attention to detail. Speaking of attention to detail, I love the fact that when everything goes dark, the aspect ratio actually changes, as the music immediately gets cut off right after, creating an unsettling feeling in the audience. With so many unknowns, it forces the audience to pay attention to any and every sound that anything makes, really giving a thriller movie-like vibe to it. It's also why I love when some of the attention is broken by the guy tripping over, before it's immediately brought back by the man-eater being behind. And funny enough, once we're out of that unknown and that uncertainty, the aspect ratio actually goes back to normal, showing this is going to be an upfront and close confrontation. The whips are depicted by really fast smears going on the screen. Since you can't see it properly, they were so kindly enough to blur the background so you can have enough attention on the whip that slams into the ground. I also love how its movements are depicted by these shifting lines on the ground, showing this bird is moving pretty fast, before it slams into the car with some really nice effects animation. I mean, just look at the shading and the amount of detail that's on here. But we're not done, as the car that was struck actually explodes with some top tier impact frames along with it. I love that the bird here, while it's on fire, fire on the main eater thing is hand drawn. However, the fire in the car in the background is actually digital from what it seems. And again, the amount of detail and shading on here is just absolutely absurd. I love how we go from under the chin to the next cut with our characters on their feet. Also love how they're almost entirely off model in this scene. I also decided to sneak some impact frames with this next shot, so that was sweet. More highly detailed and well shaded close-ups follow this scene. However, the scene that comes after this old lady gets cut up is pretty nice. Hidenori Tanaka takes control of the scene with some really nice perspectives, and once the fight starts, once again the aspect ratio changes. However, in this case, instead of depicting tension, it's depicting a confrontation, a one-on-one at that. Tanaka puts in some really good low angle shots with some top tier smears depicting the whips before the main eater is vanquished with some really good blood effects. A lot of the animation later on is just more really good character acting. However, a lot of the backgrounds are just absolutely stunning to look at, and they really do use a lot of these faraway shots to great effect. We get near the end of the episode, and some of it is so well animated it's kind of unnecessary, like the multi-layered smoke effects animation of the guy breathing out the smoke, or the dude playing his guitar with smears on his hand. Just the level of detail added for such a casual scene is just ridiculous, and would only really be shown in passion projects like these. I really do love some of the character acting at the end of the episode. Obviously, the characters are very round, they're off model, and they're not drawn the way they normally are. And that's why I love it. Powerful feelings are being tossed around between the characters, and so it's a good time to make things goofy. After this scene, there isn't really any character acting as the episode does come to a close. However, the confession that the character makes, that they're technically a man trapped in the woman's body, kinda does recontextualize the stuff that we've seen in the previous episode. As remember, in the last episode, she, or now he, was trying to kiss himself in the mirror. And honestly, it makes a lot more sense when you understand that he has the mind of a man. It also makes sense in the beginning of the action scene in the last episode as well, when he brazenly states that he's a dude, but the guys just weren't having it. Just some excellent foreshadowing. This episode from a visual department was really good. No surprise there, the show has some of the best animators in the industry with some really good production and really good creative decisions. I don't think we really have to worry about the quality going downhill, which means this should only get better, and I'm all here for it. as I can't wait to see more of my favorite animators in the industry show out. If this anime continues this level of quality from beginning to end, and since I haven't read the source material, if it gets a season 2 with this same quality, this is definitely gonna go down as one of the best animated shows of all time. Obviously, it may not get the same recognition as other shows, as it is blocked behind Disney jail still, and people will still only recognize shows like Demon Slayer as really well animated, but the show Heavenly Delusions really does have the visuals in the bag. And that's all for me. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and also ring that notification bell so you get caught up whenever I post. Not only am I going to be posting more often, but some of the videos that I have planned for this week and the next week are going to blow you guys away. With that being said, tell me what you guys think about Heavenly Delusions. Make sure to have a fantastic day. I'm Debunked by Aaron, signing out.